What's good, YouTube? It's your guy Darren, man, the Bowtie Fragrance guy on this channel. We focus primarily on fragrances, but your boy likes to throw in some style and grooming tips as well, because I wholeheartedly believe if you're gonna smell good, you might as well look your best as well. So if you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well. So anytime a new video is uploaded on YouTube, you guys get notified. On today's video, guys, I'm going to be talking about some fragrances that I have in my collection, newer fragrances to the fold that I absolutely have been loving as of late. Now, one of the things to always remember about fragrances is that it's a very subjective thing, and sometimes the things that someone else loves, you may not actually find to be that appealing. I have always told people that Portrait of a Lady, one of my favorite fragrances, it's not for everybody, man. You know, it's rose, it's incense, there's patchouli in there, and that patchouli is really earthy, and sometimes that's not appealing to everyone. It definitely works for me, so I talk about it a lot. But again, I'm saying that to say that even though I love some of these fragrances, there may be 2 or 3 fragrances on this list that is not like mass appealing. Like when I talk about a fragrance like Louis Vuitton Imagination, that's really mass appealing, that I find it hard to believe that many people that come into contact with that fragrance or smell it wouldn't think that it smells pretty good. But some fragrances that I love are not that easy to process for everybody's nose. So that's just something to keep in mind. But I have 5 fragrances here that have come into my collection here more recently that I've absolutely been loving. And I want to tell you guys about it. So if you want to see what's on the list, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. We're going to jump right into it, man. We're not going to waste any time. This first fragrance I recently got in the collection. I think I purchased this from FragranceNet. It is from the Armani Prive collection. And, man, they have some absolutely amazing fragrances in that line. I have Ombre Centrico. I actually have Rose d'Arabie, which is a beautiful rose fragrance. And I added this one here recently. This one is called Cuirrissime. Man, this stuff is absolutely fantastic, man. This is coriander, rose, violet, patchouli, and bourbon vanilla, just to name a few. And this stuff is amazing. It's powdery. You definitely get the floral component here from the rose. And it definitely has this kind of earthy, almost resinous quality to it. And I think that is probably coming from the labdanum benzoin combination in this fragrance. This is one that I would say I love this, but if you don't like powdery fragrances, this may not appeal to you, but it is a fantastic fragrance. Like I said, I picked this up from FragranceNet, and this is one that I'm glad I have in the collection because I'm gonna rock the heck out of this thing this upcoming fall and winter. So if that sounds like something that's appealing to you, I would say check it out. This is from the brand of Armani Prive. This one is Cuirrissime. Guys, speaking of fragrances that may not appeal to everybody, that's why sometimes it's good to just sample fragrances first. And that's where today's sponsor, Scentbird, comes into play. Scentbird is a subscription service that offers an affordable way to try fragrances without committing to a full-size bottle right away. Your first month is only $8, and after that, it's under $17 a month. They have a selection of over 900 fragrances from popular brands like Prada, Versace, and more niche brands like Parfums de Marly and Roja Parfum. This month I got some very interesting fragrances sent to me from Scentbird. They actually sent me these fragrances and I didn't really choose these, so I was interested to see what they sent. And I must say that all 4 of them were pretty appealing to my nose. I think my favorite of the 4 was this fragrance called Chimilka. And you actually get a card like this with each fragrance. From Vilhelm Parfumerie, some of the main notes in this one is peach, leather, saffron, patchouli, and there's like this sugar accord in the fragrance. So that one was probably my favorite of all 3. It was a collection of fragrances last year that came out from Vilhelm Parfumerie. I actually have samples of the other ones as well in a full bottle of one of the fragrances from that collection. But all three of them were really good. I really love fragrances with the note of peach. So that's the thing that really drew me into that fragrance. So definitely happy to get that one in with my samples this month from Scentbird. So guys, when you receive your samples, they come in a little case like this. And there's a little tab right here on the front. You just pull that over, you slide it over like that, and then you just open it up to get to your sample. Now this particular fragrance is one, now I've never heard of this particular brand before, but it's called Anthony Silver from a brand called Anthony. Now I had never heard of this brand before, but that's one of the things that's kind of fun about this whole discovery of fragrances. You know, you get a chance to try stuff out, brands you never heard of before. And this fragrance actually has bergamot, orange, sandalwood, and vanilla. So it has this very citrus top with a beautiful kind of creamy sweet base. So it can never really go wrong. More of a safe scent, but it was one that, you know, it was really fun to discover this brand. This one was really easy to wear. So it's definitely one that I would suggest to somebody who's looking for like a signature scent. This one's called Anthony from a brand called Anthony Silver, I'm sorry, from a brand called Anthony. All right, guys, I also got another fragrance from another brand that I never heard of, the brand called Ulrich Lang, New York. Ulrich Lang, New York. This fragrance is called Apsu. So this is what the full bottle presentation would look like. This has cilantro, tea, iris, white musk, and cedarwood. This fragrance to me was the biggest surprise. One of the things that gets me now in a fragrance if it has a unique factor. And that cilantro note in here made this a really unique scent profile that I never smelled before, but it was very, very pleasant. So you have this really culinary kind of spicy note of cilantro up top, and then it gets really, really clean and fresh. So again, made for a really great wearing experience. This is something else that I could see as a signature scent. And again, I love the fact that it was something unique that I never smelled before. Never heard of the brand, but this one, if it's any indicator of what is to come from other fragrances in the brand, I'm interested to try more. All right, guys, and the last fragrance I got this month was called Cuirrissime. And this is from a brand called JUS. Now, the main notes in this one is violet leaves, iris butter, and a leather. Probably my second favorite fragrance. I don't know, this one was really good. I'm thinking about that cilantro fragrance as well. This may be out of those two for my second favorite fragrance from this particular haul. But again, scent profile, you can't really go wrong. Powdery, creamy, sweet, just good stuff overall. And again, it's from a brand called JUS. This is called Cuirrissime. So this is one that I highly recommend you guys check out for it as well. Really good stuff, man, from Scentbird. So guys, if you're interested in trying anything from Scentbird, make sure you click the link down below. Use the code BOWTIE4 or click on this QR code and have an opportunity to go ahead and start your subscription service with Scentbird. Again, you get several fragrances every month. And again, you get to try it before you buy it to see if you like it. So make sure you click on that link down below, use the code BOWTIE4, and give Scentbird a try. And tell them the Bowtie Fragrance Guy sent you. All right, guys, the next fragrance that I got in was called Muse. This one from Yves Saint Laurent. This is from the Le Vestiaire de Parfums collection. This is incense, lavender, orris, and bourbon vanilla. Another fragrance that I absolutely love because of the unique factor. This has this inky accord here. The only other fragrance I smelled this kind of inky accord in was Squid from Zoologist. But they have that here, but you also have some incense. So this fragrance goes in a totally different direction from Squid, and I love it. It's a unique scent profile, not for everybody, but I absolutely love this. So if you're looking for something unique, I think this is another fragrance that you would probably enjoy. It's from the brand of YSL. This is called Muse. Guys, I got this next fragrance in a few months ago. I absolutely love this kind of scent profile. I think this one is a little bit more safe. It's from a brand called Matiere Premier, and this one is called Santal Austral. Man, this stuff is good. Perfect for the cooler temperatures outside. Sandalwood, iris, tonka bean, and benzoin. Wow, this stuff is so good. This is all about that sandalwood. That's the primary note here, hence the name Santal, with this beautiful powdery element. The tonka bean is a little bit powdery here and sweet. And then, of course, you have those vanillic textures and tones coming from the benzoin. This stuff is fantastic for the cold weather. I highly recommend you guys check this one out. Like I said, to me, of the stuff I'm talking about. This is a little bit more of a safe buy, more common kind of scent profile, but it's really good. The thing I love about these fragrances, they perform really good from this brand. But this one is called Santal Austral from Matiere Premier. Check it out. All right, guys, this next fragrance, you got to look past the bottle. I know the bottle may look a little feminine because it has like this hot pink color on the bottle, but don't let that fool you, man. This stuff is good from bond number 9. This is called Chelsea Nights. This stuff is fantastic. Cacao, hazelnut, sesame, rose, and tonka bean. Wow, I love this stuff. This is all about that cacao note. Cacao, it's kind of sweet, slightly bitter here. But again, very, 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 very unique scent profile. And again, that's something that really appeals to me now with fragrances. You can give me unique, you got my attention. Again, check the bottle out. I actually have grown to love the bottle, although it kind of has that, you know, kind of hot pink color on the front. This stuff is really, really good, guys. You combine that cacao again with that hazelnut. Of course, you get some rose in there. Just works, just works. Phenomenal scent profile. Again, another one that's good for cool temperatures. Check this one out, guys. I think people kind of slept on this one from bond number 9, Chelsea Nights. All right, guys, and last but not least, one of the latest release from the brand of Amouage Timber. Timber. Guys, get your nose on this one. Cacao, cypress, lavender, sandalwood, Palo Santo, and there's some frankincense. So it has that the DNA that a lot of the fragrances from the Opus collection have been having, because it has that signature frankincense note. But this is so different because I've never smelled a fragrance from Amouage that had the note of cacao. So it's kind of something new. You got the cacao, which of course, again, just like I just mentioned, this one is powdery as well. A little bit sweet, but there's a bitter tinge to cacao. So it makes it different from chocolate. It's not as sweet as you would find with the note of chocolate in a fragrance. It has some chocolate similarities, but it's a little bit more bitter, not as sweet. So you have the cacao here, but the Palo Santo and sandalwood here is really good complement to the cacao note in this fragrance. And then you get the signature Amouage from this particular collection with that cypress incense combination. Amazing fragrance right here. This one has been getting some pretty good reviews and commentary, and I agree with it wholeheartedly. I really enjoy this one from Amouage. Check out Timber. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today, as I gave you 5 fragrances from my collection that I have been loving here as of late. Now, as always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and your attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell fantastic. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.